So you've been in the industry for over 15 years now. So what do you believe are some of the key things for a first-time home buyer to know?
If I'm a first-time home buyer in today's market, things that I would be really looking for from a mortgage perspective is what I can afford. So that would be number one. How and what my credit is. That would be number two. And then what I need to do to actually get approved for a mortgage. We'll actually maybe start from the last one and then work back. Knowing what you need to get for a mortgage. So you're going to want to get together some documents, things that are related to your income. So pay stubs, job letters, your notice of assessment. So those are your tax forms. You're also going to want to get information around with what you need for a down payment. So typically you're going to need at least 5% and in some cases as much as 20. So if you have that money already saved in a bank account, great. Then we would just need to see history of that. So we would need to see 3-month history typically, and we'd want to get bank statements. If it's coming from a family member, like your parents or a grandparent or something like that, we'd also need to collect a gift letter showing that money being transferred and the ownership of that money. And then you'd want to look at things like your credit. And so I mentioned credit as sort of the second thing. So we would look at credit and you'd want to make sure you have a strong credit file. The better your credit, the stronger your application. The stronger your application, the better your interest rate will be. It's not to say there's not solutions for you in all credit situations, because there are, but you'd want to prepare your credit file. So if I'm a first-time home buyer, I'm going to want to make sure I have at least 2 credit products. So that's maybe a credit card, a line of credit, maybe a car loan, something like this to start establishing credit, because that's what banks really look for. And now we get to what you can actually afford. So how much home can I get? And this comes to sort of getting pre-qualified, whether you're someone on my team or someone else out there. You'd sit down with us, or in today's COVID environment, you'd probably sit down with us over a phone call or over a Zoom chat, and we'd talk to you a little bit about what you can afford. And so we'd look at your credit first, and we would talk about your credit situation. And if it's strong, obviously we move you into that pool with the best interest rates. And then we look at how much money you make. So that's why I talked about your job letter and the notice of assessment, tax forms, things like this, because this will all help determine how much you can afford or how much your family can afford.